On November 8, 2023, Omegle shut down its operations after a remarkable 14-year run. The creator of the website, Leaf Brooks, shared a message on the same day explaining the cause of the platform's abrupt shutdown. Brooks pointed out that the site's closure was due to the misuse of its services by some users, which eventually resulted in its downfall. I had the chance to meet someone who I think played a crucial role in Omegle's demise in June of 2023. This person, Mike, is someone you might recall from my initial experience of encountering online predators on Omegle videos. The creepy individual who attempted to persuade Ashley to remove her sweatpants before I arrived and managed to distract Mike, leading him to abruptly end the call the day I posted that video. Shortly after I started receiving numerous comments from girls sharing their experiences with Mike, I came across a particularly disturbing one. It read, "Guys, please take a moment to read this. I've had a chilling encounter with one of these creeps on here. I've actually met one of these individuals on the platform. At the time, I was 14, but now I'm 15. The person who referred to Mike as Mike was a constant presence on the forum, and I distinctly recall the first time I encountered him. It was a deeply unsettling experience. I attempted to be friendly to everyone, which turned out to be a mistake. He kept complimenting me, calling me cute and beautiful, and kept asking if I found him attractive. My response was that I thought he resembled a father figure, which only made him laugh. I was determined to expose him, so I engaged him in conversation. He revealed he worked, was married, and had a 16-year-old daughter. I found out he had a peculiar interest in underwear and was curious about the color of mine, which was quite unusual. Another user commented on my video, expressing her fear of Mike before, saying it was terrifying. I also had a chilling encounter with him a few weeks back. It was a terrifying experience. At this stage, it appeared that Mike had earned a reputation for being unsettling towards younger girls just 2 weeks after my initial video was shared, and we ended up crossing paths with him again during my second attempt to expose creeps on Omegle. However, Mike abruptly ended the call upon realizing that Ashley and I were following Ashley. It seemed like Mike's time on Omegle was coming to an end, and the case was thought to be solved. Yet, the story only intensified from August 17, 2023. Mike's son reached out to me on Instagram, and it turned out that Mike had been deceiving us all along. His true identity was Matthew, and the message he sent me on Instagram mentioned that he was just reaching out about a video I had posted a month prior. In that video, my dad was featured under the name Mike, my stepmother at the time. The video had become a point of contention in my family's ongoing divorce, and it was a matter of public record. My school was also aware of the video, and I was concerned about facing ridicule for it. Matthew's son sent me a photo to confirm that Matthew's son was telling the truth. On Instagram, she mentioned the individual you guys managed to catch twice in your online videos. She identified him as Lally, my second cousin, and explained that my dad received a video of him today. I've been looking into this for him before we decide to take any steps. Can you share the entire screen capture of him with me? Or if you happen to see him again, could you inform me? We're really upset and want to take action against him. Any assistance or more details would be helpful to escalate the situation. Additionally, a detective from a police department in Matt's area has contacted me, stating that I'm in touch with you because of an ongoing investigation. This investigation involves a video you posted on YouTube about the person you're targeting, who is also a key figure in my case. I believe your video could be very useful to my investigation at this point. Several members of Matt's family have contacted me, expressing doubts about the authenticity of the videos. Since they couldn't believe it, regrettably, I had to tell them that the recordings were genuine and not fabricated. I believe Matt told his relatives he was an actor and we compensated him for his work. Then out of the blue, I got a call from him on my personal phone. Somehow he managed to get my personal number, so I immediately pressed the record button. It was Matt on my phone. I quickly went to my computer and pressed record. Hello, hi, yeah, hi, how are you? I asked. I'm not doing great, and I just need to say something. Real quick, I'm in a dangerous area, so if I'm walking through a bunch of trees, I'm on a back road or something like that. I just wanted to talk and see what's happening. I just wanted to apologize for everything that's going on right now. I know my son has reached out to you, and I'm grateful you're taking the time to actually listen to what he has to say. I just wanted to chat and understand what's going on. I'm already going through a divorce, and my entire life feels like it's been turned upside down. That's all I have to say in our short conversation. He mentioned that his life was in shambles, and he was going through a divorce. This situation became even more concerning when the FBI got involved. They wanted to ensure the video was not staged or fake. I was receiving calls from random numbers. I would pick up the phone, and they would say, "Hey, I'm with the FBI, and we need the raw footage." Unfortunately, I didn't even have the raw footage, since I had just gotten a new computer, which was quite scary. The FBI started calling me every day. Matthew had been trying to spin this out as a nightmare he was helping with, claiming he was hired as an actor and that everything was fake. The news of Matthew's suspicious activities spread like wildfire in the city of Valparaiso, Indiana, where he now lives. People in Matthew's neighborhood started giving tips to the FBI. This led to an entire investigation into Matthew, which resulted in his arrest on October 6, 2023. That same day, the Times of North West Indiana released an article titled, "VBO Man Charged with Girl Who Found It Easier to Write Than to Discuss Allegations." It was reported that 53-year-old Matthew Manosi had been a girl from ages 9 to 11. These tragic events occurred once or twice a week, at one point even happening multiple times per month. Matthew, who the girl referred to as Pappy, would often be around when her family was at home, despite having no biological connection to the victim. The girl disclosed to the police that there was a moment when they were seated at the dining table, and she was positioned on his lap, almost concealed from view. She also informed the police that Matt often began by rubbing her shoulders, a detail she chose not to elaborate on due to its extreme nature. The most repulsive aspect was Matt's derogatory remarks about the allegations made against him before the police intervened. If she ever expressed dissatisfaction, he would have instructed her to cease. I distinctly recall this incident at the airport, where I observed numerous articles being published about him, yet the reason for his arrest remained unclear. It seemed to be connected to my videos, suggesting that people in his community were aware of his peculiar behavior. Matthew was subsequently arrested at the Porter County Jail on a felony charge of child abuse. His current legal situation is unknown, but it's likely he will serve a lengthy sentence following the media's coverage of this case. And the community, it wouldn't take much longer until Omegle faced its downfall as a month passed after Matthew's arrest, leading to the infamous Omegle shutdown, which signified the end of one of the internet's most renowned sites. Omegle remains a mystery as to whether he was truly the cause of this, as many YouTubers started sharing videos of creepy encounters on Omegle, which led to a surge in its popularity, turning it into a trend to capture creepy encounters on Omegle. I can only speculate that Leif K. Brooks, the website's creator, began noticing these videos, which is why Omegle quickly went viral for the wrong reasons. This entire situation is beyond belief to me. I actually created a video about this 9 months ago, but at that time, I couldn't speak about the entire situation, and I still can't. I'm limited in what I can say now, but I'll share what I can. Everything is now being alleged as, you might know, Omegle isn't completely defunct. There's another site called OmeTV, which is essentially the same as Omegle, where I'm currently showing creepy encounters on Omegle videos on OmeTV every day. I have another story, very similar to this that just happened recently, but I can't say much about it yet. I'll soon release a full video on it to give you a quick overview, where we managed to catch a man named Charles on Omegle. He was speaking to underage girls and was caught over 11 times with different girls because he knew Ashley's face and knew not to be a creep to her, which led to her mother contacting me for help. He is 32 years old, and I won't speak much about this right now. In the near future, I plan to release another video on this topic, and it's even more exciting than this current story. I'm actually interested in revisiting the true reason Omegle was discontinued. There's a rumor suggesting Omegle was defunct, and that's the real reason for its closure, which is false. Omegle reached its peak in monthly visitors during October 2023, spanning its entire 14-year history, proving its continued relevance. The site was more popular than ever when you look it up on Google. Why did Omegle close down? It's reported that Omegle, a platform that allowed people to connect for video chats, ceased operations after a lawsuit was filed against its founder, Leif K. Brooks, who announced the closure in a detailed statement on the website. In this statement, Brooks discussed the positive aspects of the platform and its future on the internet. He also mentioned that operating Omegle is no longer financially viable or physically sustainable, and he explained his efforts to continue the site. To avoid it being exploited, it's understandable why he decided to shut it down. He likely felt a great deal of remorse about Omegle, given its reputation for attracting many undesirable individuals. If I were to own a site like that, I would also feel a sense of responsibility for its content. I can empathize with his feelings and understand his reasons for closing it. However, the reality is that such individuals will always find a way to be online, and there's little we can do to stop them. The most we can hope for is to at least try to expose these individuals and reveal their true nature. It's worth noting that Brooks, the creator of Omegle, started the site at just 18 years old while living with his parents in Vermont. Back then, he had no idea what the future would hold, including the presence of such individuals on the platform. It's likely that the issue of inappropriate behavior on Omegle has been ongoing for years. In August, a man was convicted of 16 years in prison for engaging in conversations with over 1,000 people on Omegle, highlighting the long-standing issues of abuse on the site. Regarding the content, I'm not going to delve into the rest of it because it doesn't mention any names. But I'm really interested to know if Matthew was the real culprit before Omegle got shut down. Before that, there was a lawsuit worth $22 million against them involving a girl, suggesting there were many similar cases like Matthew's that I've been eager to address in a video for a while now. However, I've been unable to do so. Now, I can finally talk about what's allegedly happened with Matthew, though it's a bit unsettling. There are even more disturbing stories on the new website OMTV. The only thing we can do at the moment is shine a light on these issues, hoping to prevent others from facing similar situations. I plan to keep making these videos, even though I truly enjoy them. It's possible OMTV could face closure for the same reasons, but it's been operating for years without any issues, so we can only hope for the best. Everything is alleged in this video, and I'm committed to continuing this work. A huge thank you to everyone who has supported me. I can't express how grateful I am. Believe it or not, you guys played a significant role in this case. Who knows what Matthew could have done? I'm relieved he's behind bars, but it's a bit terrifying to think about what he might be planning. I hope he stays incarcerated for a very long time. Thank you again for your support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe on these websites, especially if you're under 18, as it's safer to avoid them. I don't want anyone else to experience what's been happening. Peace out, everyone.